in an effort to broaden the knowledge of their students on the effect of the educational system and also on the dominion effect. The Milton Margai Technical University has on Wednesday, 15th June 2022, held the Sholade Adams Public Lecture Series on the topic Sanitization of the Dominion Effect, retracing the anthem of West Africa to unleash Sierra Leone's developmental aspirations. A lecture that was delivered by the Anti-Corruption Commissioner Francis Benkenfala, ESQ. In his lecture, the Anti-Corruption Commissioner Francis Benkenfala stated that advanced nations of the world had since the beginning of the advancement but put premium on education, and it has been the greatest engine of development. He further stated that in a similar lecture, he spoke about the fact that during the start of ancient civilization, knowledge was one of the yardstick for aspirations of leadership position. Commissioner Benkefola continued that the educational system in Sierra Leone has faced a series of problems that all of us know, which are lack of trained and qualified teachers, lack of educational facilities to accommodate the educational needs of the growing population, overcrowding in classrooms, lack of educational and learning materials, low wages of teachers, lecturers, and education administrators.
The educational system got caught up in a system of bribery, corruption, and patronage. Then the Civil War started in the early 90s, causing the deaths of thousands of innocent citizens and a near collapse of the state. The Truth and Reconciliation Commission report later singled out endemic corruption and bad governance as part of the major reasons for the Civil War. For most emerging economies, one of the common denominators of their underdevelopment is high illiteracy rate, and Sierra Leone has plenty of it. According to UNESCO, our educational rate per the population is at 48.1%, 58.7% for men, and 37.7% of women aged 15 and above. No country will prosper with this kind of unfavorable data. You cannot have more illiterate people than literate people and you want to prosper. You cannot have more illiterate population than literate population and prosper.
The Anti-Corruption Commissioner, Francis Benkefola, it is no secret that our educational system has, in the last decade, been confronted with new unprecedented challenges, that is, the challenges of examination malpractice and fake degree and honorary title. He stated that education malpractice, based on their findings, often take place in the communities, private homes, and worst of all, the places all of us knew called school and educational institutions.
Examination malpractice based on our findings often takes place in communities, private homes, most of all the places we call schools and educational system. When I went to the Anti-Corruption Commission, I never ever imagined that I was going there as commissioner to be doing anything about education in terms of examination malpractice. However, the decadence that we saw, the organized system where you have those who are supposed to protect the educational system instead are the ones facilitating cheating, malpractices, taking money from schools, parents organizing themselves 6 months before, organizing, collecting money, principals calling meetings and telling the parents, if you want your child to pass, you must bring 1.5 million euros. If not, it's not going to happen. And what is that money for? To pay and bribe the marshals and supervisors in exam hall. So those principals and teachers can provide their offices and homes for those who comply to be taken to those homes. And when they get there, they are waiting for powerful mathematics professors and English lecturers who have been paid in advance to merely sit down there and dictate to them question 1A, question 2, question 3,
The principal of the Milton Margai Technical University, Professor Dr. Philip John Kanu, thanked the Anti-Corruption Commissioner Francis Benkefala for his effort and time to the lecture. He further stated that a public lecture, also known as open lecture, is one means employed for educating the public on the art or sciences.
Honestly, for any nation to develop, the education system has to be sanitized, has to be a system that everybody will know that if I pass, I must pass. If I fail, I must be asked to repeat or to fail. So that is why we decided to take this topic as a very important topic. We can't have corruption in the education system and we are talking about developing Sierra Leone. More so when the president has invested, the government has invested so much in education. We should not afford, as educational leaders, we should not afford to allow corruption to creep into that system. The resources that is now coming from the government will be wasted, because if we have a corrupt educational system, we will have bad doctors, we'll have bad engineers, we'll have bad lawyers, we'll have even bad teachers that will support pupils to take exams in a special room. It's because of the education system that has been damaged long ago. That's why we are experiencing what we are experiencing today. We'll even have people who might want to get a degree that they did not even attend class, because Sierra Leone has a disease that we refer to as a diploma disease. Everybody wants to have a certificate. Everybody wants to be called doctor. Everybody wants to be called professor. And because of that title, people are doing anything to gain that kind of title. So we need to really sanitize the educational system if we want to see Sierra Leone move to the level that the president wants it to go. The government or the people of this nation, a lot of us, a lot of the people of this nation want Sierra Leone to go back to its days that they refer to it as the anthems of Africa.
The most recent United Nations Human Development Index placed the country among the bottom 10 worst of countries. Reporting for Star TV in Freetown, George Elliott Sam.